Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MJR YouTube channel today. In today's segment, I want to unpackage President William Ruto's Western counties tour, and I will do it in 5 points or 4 points. Number one, I will tell you why this tour was politically important. And to talk about this, you need first of all to understand it in the following way. That number one, he and his team were testing the mood of the ground after the UDA-ANC merger. Number two, the Raila Odinga factor. Number three, development projects. And number four, the emergence of George Natembeya in this in Western region. I think those 4 points will be enough for us to understand in depth the importance of William Ruto's Western region tour, politically speaking. And before I go further, allow me to play for you these clips and see how Ruto was received in Vihiga, Musalia Mudavadi's county.
Karibu sana Mheshimiwa Rais wa wananchi wamekufurika kwa furaha na wana kila sababu ya kukaribisha. Welcome Your Excellency sir. Mheshimiwa Rais mkaribisha hadi cha kimoja ili aweze kuendelea.
Kidogo. So within the market, we are going to provide for fresh produce, locables, food costs, a fish market. We are doing clothes, mitumba. We are providing for wholesalers. We are doing a powerhouse.
So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite you to please travel along with me in today's episode. Now, you know, Musalia Mudavadi's party, ANC, recently signed a merger pact agreement, and that agreement was signed by William Ruto and Issa Timami, Lamu governor, who has been acting as ANC party leader, and Oboko Milemba, the ANC Secretary General. And after that, Ruto and Musalia had to travel back to Western.
Mimi nimeungana na tunaungana na tunataka tuungane. Mimi hata sasa huyu ndio party leader wangu. Na tunafanya hivyo kwa sababu tunataka Kenya ishikane kabisa na tusiwe na utengamano na ukabila.
To actually try to assess the situation and the reception of that move. And as usual, he was received, he was welcomed, he was accompanied by both Musalia and Wetangula, Court Secretary General Francis Atwoli, and a host of other leaders, including CS Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya. So with this contingent of leaders from Western Kenya, Ruto was so much confident that the reception was going to be good. And indeed, it was good. Starting from Bungoma to Kakamega to Busia and to Vihiga. Number two, the Raila Odinga factor.
Sasa wewe mtu wa Budalangi hapa, tafakari. Mheshimiwa Rais walipambana na kiongozi wetu mwingine Raila Odinga kwa harakati ama mchezo kali sana, si namna hiyo ya election. Sasa Wakenya wakaamua, lakini huyu rais ambaye mnamuona hapa, macho kwa macho, ana kwa ana, yeye akashikana na Raila na ndugu zetu zote. Sasa karibu mawiki matatu hivi, kupitia kwa nguvu zake na kampeni yake na urafiki wake na mataifa mbalimbali, Mungu halali, tuombe, huenda na itakuwa Raila atakuwa mkubwa wa African Union Commission. Hiyo ni roho.
You know, for a long time, traditionally speaking, after the death of Michael Kijana Wamalwa, the Western region has been supporting Raila Odinga's presidency since 2007 up to date. He has been enjoying the massive support. And in fact, the lion's share of presidential votes has been going to Raila Odinga's basket from the 5 Western Kenya counties. And every speaker, so the bigwigs, Musalia, Wetangula, and the rest, would not leave the stage without mentioning the support William Ruto is giving Raila Odinga to clinch the AUC chairmanship position. Because this is the only way to appeal to Raila Odinga's supporters' emotion. You know, Raila Odinga's supporters, as Court Secretary General Francis Atwoli normally put it, that they are suicidal. They are ready to do anything for Raila Odinga's sake. They are ready to die. They are like cultic follower. Because when Raila is happy, they are happy. When Raila is sad, they are sad. So the only way to appeal to their emotion is to ensure that you tell them that Raila is comfortable, Raila Odinga is happy. And number 3, the development projects. We know William Ruto has visited Western Kenya several, I think more than the number of times he has gone to Mount Kenya and any other region. He has gone to Western more than even his own region, Rift Valley, to look for votes. Because, you know, William Ruto, politically speaking, he is a shrewd politician. And he has mastered the politics of Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta. In 2017 to 2022, he invested his emphasis and energy to snatch Mount Kenya from Uhuru Kenyatta. And he did it, and he managed to wrestle that region from Uhuru Kenyatta, and that region voted to him almost 70% to ensure that he got the presidency, and he won against Uhuru Kenyatta, who was their own son. And he has now channeled that energy to Western Kenya. And you know, in Western Kenya, it's not easy as such, because it is something they tried when they were with Uhuru Kenyatta, but the Western was still strongly and solidly behind Raila Amolo Odinga. So he had to give some projects as some goodies to ensure that he managed to beckon to those people and Western Kenya voters to vote for him. You remember the story of Mumia's sugarcane farmers' bonuses, which has sparked a discussion in social media. Some people laughed at it, ridiculed it. Some are also saying that the sugarcane farmers deserve. Others are asking where or when did the bonus issue started to come up on sugarcane farming, because since the beginning of time, there is nowhere where sugarcane farmers have received bonuses, but others are also saying that they deserve it. We also remember the Quisero Level 4 hospital that he did a ground-breaking today. A last point is the George Natembeya emergence. It is true that the George Natembeya wave is sweeping Western Kenya. As much as he hails from Trans Nzoia, which is largely Bukusu and other tribes, because Natembeya is cosmopolitan county, but Bukusu are forming the larger population. Natembeya has become a thorn in the flesh in Wetangula and Mudavadi's politics and influence in Western region. And this must be curbed as early as possible. And that is why Ruto had to pinch a 6-day campaign tour in Western Kenya to try and neutralize the Natembeya influence, the Tawe movement, because Tawe movement had gained ground in Western Kenya and beyond. Not only in Trans Nzoia, he had even started to enter into Bungoma, which is also a Bukusu county. Then after that, he had started to create friends with other leaders from Luhya sub-tribes. You know, Luhya are around 11 to 12 sub-tribes. So George Natembeya comes from Bukusu sub-tribe, which who are the majority and for a long time has been supporting Moses Masika Wetangula. And now Natembeya came up with a narrative that Wetangula has not been able to help Luhya come out of poverty, and the best they can negotiate for Luhya on the national table is about their own interest. And then lastly, we know that William Ruto has lost Mount Kenya. And one of the key areas which he has shifted focus is Western region. And Western regions are known for voting democratically. Democratically here means that they don't vote to the last man to one candidate. As much as Raila Odinga has enjoyed massive support, but there are some chunk of votes that has been going to his opponents. It has gone to Uhuru Kenyatta in 2013 and 2017, and in 2022 some went to William Ruto. But this time around, Ruto want to make it that 80% or 90% of the votes that will be casted from Western Kenya, goes to his basket. And that is why he is pitching tent in Western Kenya to ensure that he create a good rapport and good cohesion between him and the people, so that when it comes to voting, he will get almost 90% of the votes. Lastly, you know, Kenyans, Ruto is always ahead of time. This is what he did in 2017 to 2022, when Uhuru Kenyatta was sitting pretty in the State House and Raila Odinga thinking that there's a magic they will do towards the end of his term to Mount Kenya to vote for Raila Odinga. It was too late for them to change the narrative that Ruto had sold to the people. So these people who want to vie and run against William Ruto, Ruto has made several visits, more than 10 in Western Kenya. You people, you have not made even a single serious political rally. George Natembeya tried one with Cleophas, Toto, and Malala, which did not bear much fruit. And you want to campaign on social media thinking you will outwink William Ruto? Ruto knows where votes are. He knows that votes are with the people in rural areas. These people in the urban areas, they are just making too much noise in social media, and they don't want to go to the ground. And these are the likes of people who are pushing Matiang'i and the rest to vie against William Ruto. It will be tough for them because Ruto knows that the old people who doesn't spend much time in social media are the ones who have the votes, are in the rural areas. Give them tarmac, give them water, give them hospital, build for them school, do for them harambes in the churches. Then they will just, like a pet dog, they will give you their loyalty. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking your time, and may God bless you.